bromance like a Neda Manua and Eberici Eze bromance. Do you remember this hug? Do you remember this hug? It was a hug that launched.
Who's this cameraman? Is that Ralph? Get him out of the way.
This is from the FA Cup final where Nedum had a 10-minute hug with Eberici Eze after they won the FA Cup final. Nedum, you were whispering sweet nothings in his ear about your QPR days.
Do you know, if he didn't put his head on my shoulder at the end.
Savinho, we will see what happens with City. It's difficult. For Eze, there are negotiations ongoing. So keep an eye on this one, because Eze wants the move, and now the story is getting concrete. So we have to keep close eye to this development, close eye to this potential move for Eze, because of course would be a massive one. Many Arsenal fans asking me why Arsenal are not.
They remained a primary target for Arsenal in this transfer window. Internal discussions are continuing at Arsenal over what their next steps are going to be, because the deal to bring in Eberici Eze would require the triggering of a release clause. His release clause is £60 million plus £8 million in performance-related add-ons, which in total is £68 million. So if they were to meet that release clause, they can speak to Eze if Eze wanted to speak to Arsenal. However, if they want to negotiate on that release clause...
Reports swirling around North London suggest that Mikel Arteta and sporting director Edu Gaspar are working tirelessly on a secret transfer deal that nobody saw coming. The Arsenal fanbase is buzzing with excitement, and whispers inside the Emirates hint that this move could completely change the direction of the club, both in the Premier League and the Champions League. For weeks, Arteta has been vocal about his desire to strengthen the squad, insisting that Arsenal need the right balance of creativity, steel, and depth to compete at the very top. After last season's heartbreak, where the Gunners came close to glory but fell just short, there's a sense of unfinished business. Now, Edu and Arteta appear to be going all in to deliver that final piece of the puzzle. But here's the twist: nobody knows who the mystery target is. Eyes. Some insiders believe it could be a midfield maestro capable of unlocking stubborn defenses, giving Arsenal the kind of creativity that makes them unstoppable. Others insist the focus is on a lethal forward, someone who can share the goal-scoring burden with Bukayo Saka, Gabriel Jesus, and Kai Havertz. And then there are the bold predictions: perhaps a world-class defender to solidify the backline and ensure Arsenal can handle the toughest Champions League nights. What makes this story even more dramatic is the secrecy surrounding it. Unlike other deals where names leak early, this transfer is being kept tightly under wraps. Sources claim negotiations have been ongoing for weeks, with Arsenal moving in silence to avoid hijacks from rival clubs. That alone tells fans everything: this isn't just any transfer. This could be the signing. Arsenal's recent transfer strategy has shown they're willing to play the long game. We saw it with Declan Rice, a marathon of negotiations that finally ended with a blockbuster signing. Could this new pursuit follow a similar path? Or are the Gunners planning a shock unveiling that nobody expects? Fans are split. Some are dreaming of a Galactico-style arrival, the kind of name that shakes up world football. Others think this might be a smart, under-the-radar signing that fits perfectly into Arteta's system. Whatever the truth is, one thing is certain: Arsenal are preparing something massive. And as with any high-stakes transfer, the risk of collapse is always there. Deals can break down in the final hours over fees, agents, or last-minute competition from rivals. The clock is ticking, and Arsenal must move fast to get it over the line. So, who is the mystery star? Will Arsenal finally land the player who takes them from challengers to champions? Or will this dramatic chase end in heartbreak once again? What we do know is this: Arsenal fans, keep your eyes glued. The transfer window is heating up, and the Gunners are right at the center of the storm. This might just be the biggest twist of the summer, and it could change everything.